Hey out there in YouTube land, it's Michael Christopher here again, checking in on December 17th, 2025. Um, Spreading the word. Spreading the word that my civil rights have been violated by the state of Connecticut. Once again, I'm spreading the word, checking in for 365 days because I've been wrongfully um, I've been wrongfully treated and pronounced of having a traumatic brain injury. I've been illegally detained once again on my own property by the state of Connecticut and thrown into a mental institution to take an advantage of me. And for 27 days, they threw me in there, wouldn't let me talk to a lawyer. Filled out the paperwork to see a judge. They lost the paperwork, and they diagnosed me as bipolar. So I'm continuing to make these videos for 365 days. One, to protest that my civil rights have been violated by the state of Connecticut. Two, to prove that I'm not bipolar. Never gonna hurt anyone, never gonna hurt myself. And three, to make a record, because I might get taken out. I might just disappear. I might get some bogus charges thrown at me. I might get thrown in a loony bin. So that's why I'm continuing to make these records here, simply for my own peace of mind. But today I want to touch on Donald J. Trump and him recently declaring fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction. I thought this was very interesting because as I'm reading my medical reports dealing with Hartford Hospital, when they brought me in there after they tried to kill me, it looks like I just got in a car accident, but they used these fucking neuro weapons on me and had me drive into a 18-wheeler. But it's interesting because as I'm reading these medical records, as soon as I get into the hospital, they shoot me up with fentanyl. Don't try to talk to me. I don't have to sign off on anything. They shoot me up with fentanyl, and then they bring me over to get me addressed as far as a head injury. All right? Maybe I had a concussion. I had to have a couple staples here, but I'm a perfectly sane individual who can comprehend and articulate the way I should be. Not the best, like I previously stated. I'm not the best communicator here, but I most certainly don't have a traumatic brain injury, like it's been led on to be, and my medical records have been falsified by the state of Connecticut and Hartford Hospital. But I thought it was very interesting that they could shoot up a patient with fentanyl without trying to address them, and then take them to a doctor right afterwards to get looked after to see what's going on with it. Pretty much, I just fucking split my head open. All right, but it gave them the leeway to pronounce me with a traumatic brain injury. Just imagine that. How could you really kind of figure out what's going on with someone after shooting them up with an opioid? All right. Never done any. I mean, I've taken pain meds, but I've never been a hard drug abuser whatsoever. As far as fentanyl goes, but how can you even begin to diagnose someone with something like that after shooting them up with fentanyl? It's, to me, once again, very sketchy. And in the report, they say that I kept repeating myself. That's the evidence they were building up to say that he might have a head injury. Well, also, if you shoot someone up with fentanyl, someone who's not used to that sort of thing, and then you try to reason with them, well, they might not be able to reason the best. And it's once again another piece of evidence here that doesn't seem to add up. All right, all I'm being told is I need to go get checked out. I have a head injury, and then once again, another thing that needs to be talked about here. All right, once they involuntarily committed me to the Institute of Living, I was never given an opportunity to talk to a neurologist. All right, if someone had a traumatic brain injury, then all of a sudden they get thrown into a mental institution. Why wouldn't you consider? That maybe something's going on neurologically? Why would you automatically chalk someone up to be bipolar, and someone who's got a mental disorder? To me, that shows a little bit more of intent that they were trying to push these things on me. Why would you deny someone on paper who has a traumatic brain injury the opportunity to talk to a neurologist to see? Why wouldn't you visit both ends of the spectrum? Okay, you can address the mental state, but why also wouldn't you try to address the neurological portion of it? I tried to contact this Dr. Sakowitz out of the Hospital of Special Care multiple times. She refused to. Call me back. But meanwhile, while I'm in the mental institution, there's nurses in there making jokes about her husband Sakowitz. And come to find out, these were just things to fucking fuck with my head. People in these institutions fuck with your head. In this institution, another reason why I feel like I was targeted by the state of Connecticut, they brought lawyers into the institution. Civil rights lawyers, all right? Edward Spinella. And conveniently, of Enfield, Connecticut once again. He's, and his father and his relatives, Paul Spinella, one of the top civil rights lawyers in the state. They brought him into the institution. And it's just so frustrating to be made out to be something that you're not. Be made out to be your medical records falsified, that you had a traumatic brain injury, that you're bipolar, just to discredit you. And that they can do these things. And I got no one that'll believe me simply because of this. But this is Michael Christopher here, once again checking in, spreading the word that I'm a perfectly sane individual that's just trying to spread the word of the injustices going on in the world. All right? Thank you very much, and God bless.